Alrighty, hello guys, welcome your faces back to another video on my channel. This is just an up-and-coming update release for Stormworks, and I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what they've actually released to us. So, as you guys can see right here, we actually have up-and-coming Natural Disasters Major Update Release 3rd of February. So that's when it's coming, which is pretty awesome. And if you have a little quick look through these, you'll actually see what we are actually getting. So, volcanoes! That's actually pretty cool. Apparently there's going to be lava flows and stuff like that, which is pretty strange, but also pretty awesome. And I don't really know how we're going to have to deal with those or anything like that. If we have a little look at this GIF right here, you guys can see that when the flow happens, the building actually gets damaged and dies. Now, I don't know how helpful, or I don't know if we'll actually be able to counter that at all. Maybe we just have to run away from that, but that's kind of cool. Anyway, move on to the next one. So they do actually talk about it underneath it rather than above it, which is a little bit strange, but sure. Anyway, next thing is hurricanes. This is something that I'm actually very excited about. Obviously hurricanes are twisty winds, twisty bits of wind. I'm sure this will actually affect boats as well as planes. And as you guys can see from this GIF right here, it's actually over the water in this video. However, maybe they'll actually go on land, and I'm not sure how quickly they'll move. But I don't know, if we're driving a truck or something like that and we get picked up into the sky, or I don't know, if someone makes some cows, you know, they'll go flying too. That's kind of a cool idea. I do like that. That's good. Anyway, next one is something that I wasn't actually quite expecting to ever happen. This one's actually meteors. So as you guys can see, there's a fire engine driving, and meteors just flying out the sky and blowing everything up. If you have a little look on the left of the screen right here as well, in a second, you'll actually see a tree flying. Yeah, I mean, the flying trees. Why not? Kind of interesting. We will go into a little bit more detail about these in a second, but yeah, let's continue to the next one. The next one is Whirlpools, and as you guys can see, they're pretty big. They're actually pretty large. So this right here isn't a small ship. That's actually a pretty big boat. And that Whirlpool is sucking it to the bottom of the ocean. So, yeah, it's kind of crazy. That is actually kind of crazy. Anyway, let's go back through these, and we'll actually talk about them in a little bit more depth. Okie dokie, so right here, as you guys can see, this is the volcano, and yeah, it does look pretty interesting. As I mentioned before, it does actually damage buildings from, I can't remember what that flow is called. Pyroclastic flow. Interesting. So there is actually going to be an explosive eruption, okay? There's going to be smoking, which is pretty awesome. Oh, so it's going to be in several stages. I don't know why I'm reading it backwards. That's so weird. But yeah, there's going to be smoking to begin with, an increased activity. Then it's going to go to an explosive eruption. Then there's going to be the pyroclastic flow, which is this thing right here. We're going to have debris, which is awesome. Ash pollution. So I don't know whether it's going to be like real life, where ash just covers the sky, because that would be amazing. I think that's what that's supposed to be right there. So if we have a little look at the GIF, right here, I think that's the ash. Pretty awesome. Then there's going to be and more. Interesting. So volcanic eruptions are terrifying and deadly. Awesome. Let's move on to the next one. Okie dokie. So this is the next thing we actually have. This is the hurricanes. High winds can now result in twisters. These are powerful wind events, involve a vortex of rotating wind energy to descend from the sky. Meeting a water spout. Okay, so it is water, interestingly enough. Meeting a water spout or debris cloud. Oh, okay, at ground level. Okay, interesting. Wind dramatically accelerates near the hurricane and is powerful enough to lift vehicles that get too close. The power is awesome, with the first signs of a twister may form... Wait, what? A twister may form, being clouds forming a spiraling vortex in the sky. Okay, I mean, interesting. I'm actually very, very interested in this one. I think it'll actually be really, really cool to... I don't know, come up with vehicles that can drive into them and then anchor themselves, because that's always cool, and maybe planes that can fly through it. That'd be awesome too. But anyway, let's move on to the next one. Okay, so again, this is the Meteor one, and this is something that I wasn't expecting them to ever add to the game. Meteors are, of course, a natural disaster, and yeah, I mean, look at it. I don't think I've ever seen a meteor shower like this. I have seen single meteors fall from the sky, but yeah, meteor showers are terrifying. They look kind of crazy. But yeah, it's just like getting shot from a Bertha cannon from the sky. Anyway, meteor strikes can occasionally occur where fields of rocks of varying sizes maybe falling from the sky at high velocity. Impacts could cause explosions, and if particularly large, meteor can hit the ocean. The energy can release the... Oh, so they can actually do a radial tsunami if they hit the water, and if they're big enough. That's really cool, actually. I like the idea of that. Okie dokie, so the next one is Whirlpools, and I think this is the one that I think a lot of people will actually be excited for as well. So this can actually form in the water. Huge vortices can form in the ocean, where adjacent currents can feed energy into a rotating body of water. In Stormworks, these whirlpools are kilometers across. So yeah, these things can be huge and actually pull things in from miles away. A little bit like a black hole, but in water, I guess. Where huge ships can easily be swallowed by the eye of the whirlpool. These swirling bodies of water create strong currents in a spiraling direction towards the center, pulling down deep below the surface. So yeah, if you are in a little boat, you are getting pulled to the bottom of the ocean. That's pretty awesome. But yeah, that is actually pretty much all of them, and they can all actually be spawned, which is awesome. So they are random events, but they can also be spawned at the same time, which is pretty cool. But yeah, it's an update. It doesn't appear to be a DLC, so I think I'm actually pretty pleased this thing is going to be a thing. Yeah. But anyway, I'm going to go and end this video here for now. We've talked through everything they've actually released to us, and yeah, that's awesome. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. In the comments down below, write which one is your favorite disaster, and we'll see what happens. But anyway, thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Goodbye.